Good morning, audience, and thank you for joining us on the program. This is Media This Week. Media This Week is a current affairs program of MCL TV. It is on this very platform we assess ourselves. This is where we text us how our professional colleagues, especially in the print media, cover certain stories we are going to discuss. The essence of this very program is to assess the performance of the media in each week. And this week, many events are taking place and are still taking place. But we have singled out 5 issues we are going to discuss in this week's edition of the program, which is certainly the first in the month of November. The first issue we are going to address is end of Atiku's presidential ambition. We're also going to take a look at new minimum wage. Workers have declared war on governors. 2023, who is going to succeed the current president, Buhari, and a pan-Igbo group have come out with names. One of them is going to succeed Buhari. If you remember, Igbos are saying that they must be allowed to produce the next Nigerian president of Igbo extraction. And among that list, you have Omahe, Soludo, Patu Tony, and Okonjo Iweala. Purveyors of fake news, hate speech, we pay 5 million naira. This is coming from the federal government. And the last but not the least is the controversial Operation Positive Identification, which commences today across the country. I'm going to discuss this very issue with a senior colleague. He is Mr. Substance Isobio Eke. Mr. Eke, thank you for joining us on the program.
Yeah, good day everyone. It's a wonderful day of ambience. Thank you very much.
This is a second time around. So, like I said earlier, the first issue we are going to discuss is Atiku's presidential ambition. It has certainly come to an end. The Supreme Court on Wednesday said his case lacks merit, and it was thrown out. In fact, the justices of the Supreme Court say that we have examined all the briefs and exhibits for over 2 weeks, and we have agreed that there is no merit in this appeal. The appeal is hereby dismissed. This is coming from justices of the Supreme Court. What's your take? How do you see it?
From our topic, end of Atiku's presidential ambition, it's not an end for him because even the incumbent president ran about four times before he became president of Nigeria. I think he's a Democrat. But in all, I'm talking personally and to some right-thinking Nigerians, the Supreme Court has done a disservice to this country because we expected the Supreme Court to have gone into the matter. The lawyers of Atiku, the lawyers of APC should have all come out, and we see it being discussed and talked about at the Supreme Hallows of the Temple of Justice. But the way they handle it has given a lot of us believing that there was a premeditated plan. And like Atiku said, that the cabal have taken over the judiciary and all that, with their dictatorial tendencies and all that. If we're going to see what has happened to the judiciary, started from the removal of the former Chief Justice Onohen and all that, and the scripts that has led to this. Many of us were here when the 2019 elections took place, and some of us we all know, most Nigerians knew that election was marred by irregularities, and that election was rigged, that election was manipulated, and that elections were not the true color. This is the worst we have ever had in this country, starting from 1959 elections.
Do you have evidence?
The evidences are there. The evidences are there. The evidences are there. But the fact remains that I love what Atiku has said. He said it's left for the Nigerians.
In fact, Atiku said that the Nigerian judiciary has been sabotaged and undermined by an overreaching and dictatorial cabal who have undone almost all the democratic progress.
But that's the truth.
End of quote.
Yes, the man is saying the truth. The minds of true Nigerians, not those mercenary Nigerians who have been taken over by the monetary inducements or who have been taken over by their personal aggrandizement of what they want to achieve in our body politics. A cabal that have decided to take our country to their and take all the resources of the country and let the nation more poor than it has been ever. Since 1960 we had independence, we have never had this kind of governance we are having today. Let's be realistic and say the truth. The fact is that a lot of us Nigerians will live a lie. We don't want to tell the truth and say the way it is. The truth is that this is the worst administration we ever had since we have had independence from 1960. And that's the truth.
Assuming that Atiku won this case, don't you think that he would have described our judiciary as among the best in the world?
No. See, if he had won the case, having everybody saw, every Nigerian who was in that election saw that that election was won by Atiku. I'm being honest with you. The manipulations that took place 5 days after the last election, even the one that made Buhari come into governance, the result came up a day after. You were there. You saw what was named Jega. The election results came up a day after the elections. This one, the manipulations went in after about 3-4 days, and then they're saying this, that. Even some people who came with results, the professors that came could not even tidy up their business. But that's by the way. I'm only happy that the Nigerian judiciary have showcased themselves that they are Lilliputians, and we no longer have giants in the judiciary who could look up to the government in power and say the truth. When we have people like Oputa, we have people like Justice Kutugi, we have people like the Johu Taylors, we have people like Mohammed Bello. They could look up their face and tell you the truth. Even when Abacha was the president of Nigeria, he visited Kutugi in his house. Kutugi told him, I'm the chief justice of this country. I never invited you to my house. You never told me you are coming. I get out of my property. And he left. These are people. Theo Elias, we have great giants in the judiciary, like Theo Elias. Even when the military wanted to mess him up, Theo Elias, the world collected him, and he went to the World Court, and ended up the only Nigerian that went to the World Court and became the president of the World Court. He's a great thing for Nigerian judiciary. But what we have today in the judiciary are people who have they do not have the courage, they do not have the truth in them. As far as I'm concerned, there is nothing the Supreme Court have done to those of us who look at the temple of justice, the last point of the common man, unless you can now buy your justice by money. If I have any problem with any Nigerian, I don't need to go to court. I'll call you, we'll sit down and we'll sort it out ourselves. Because you go to court, there's no justice. And that's the way I will look at it. Most Nigerians are doing so. That's the way they see it, that's the way I'm saying it.
Do you see Atiku coming back in 2023 when you consider his age, although that Africans are
the possibility could be there. But if I were him, what I would do this time around is to go at the background, have to bring up all my younger ones to come. There are a lot of young Nigerians who could take this country to the next level. We can see the kind of leadership we have. And what the Supreme Court have done by this announcement, by this kind of decision, is to tell us that anything goes in Nigeria. As of today, please, my name is Professor Yusebiu Sultan by affidavit.
Okay, still talking on this presidential ambition of Abubakar Atiku, former Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Now, what do you think are the lessons we have learned from what happened? Are there lessons to be learned?
The problem we have in Nigeria is that lessons are never learned. We don't learn lessons in Nigeria. If you look at that start from after the Civil War, what has happened before that war that led to the war and all that, they have all been back. What led to the last Civil War, what led to the last crisis are the same things that are being run up. A situation where people decide when you come into government, have it only to yourself, to your ethnic group, for you to utilize it, and the only good thing you do is to bring up people, your cousins, your nephews, your people, in order to dominate the political space, and then get some cabal of people who you feel that are going to be there to help you, and then you will take some. Even the sharing of infrastructure development has only been one-sided. That's the kind of thing we have seen. Okay, so it's not. You look at the architecture of the government, the security architecture of the government is one-sided. That is something. That's not what Nigeria. Nigeria is a nation for all of us. With our own nation themselves, those tribe and tongue will differ in brotherhood we stand. If we mean that, it means that there must be a collective unity. And what is in Nigeria where we are not talking about Igbo, we are not talking about Hausa, we are not talking about Fulani, we are not talking about Yoruba, we are not talking about Efik, Ibibio, Annan, Ogoni, Ijo, or whatever. We are talking about we are Nigerians. That is the most important thing for us. And we are looking for leaders who give us that kind of heritage. Like the Americans say, I'm an American. He's not telling us I come from Tennessee, I come from California. That's the problem. We have not got the kind of leaders. We have leaders who are only out for their savings and advancement and the only way to prop political. You see poverty is all over the place. We're the poverty capital of the world. And people are not seeing it. You can see what's happening in other countries. Lebanon, Chile, Ecuador and others. The people are saying, if we have a government that is not performing, we come out and say we don't want you. But here, we let it come, they start doing the division of ethnicity. Where I come from, it's our mind that is there. Nonsense, even when your man is keeping you to poverty, then you bring the other side, they talk about we are Christians or we are Muslims. I don't believe in religions, because all the religions belong to God Almighty. So you can belong to anyone you like. So we need leaders who have foresight, competent, who have courage, who have the willpower to do the good, to do the truth, to do something that is right for everybody, irrespective of where you come from. That's the kind of leaders I aspire for.
Okay, can it be said that electoral fraud has become a permanent feature of the electoral system? I don't know if you read the book by Chino Achebe, There Was the Country.
Yes. In
that book he said that some officials from Britain helped a certain part of the country to win the 1959 election. So based on that, right from day one, so can it be said that cheating has become a permanent feature of elections in Nigeria?
You see, it has become a permanent feature, not even on elections. It has become a permanent feature of the everyday activity of in Nigeria. And that is why even when you go out to the world stage, immediately they talk anything about Nigeria, they look at us as cheats. And the people who are meant to correct it are the people who are in the leadership positions. And if we look at the INEC man were telling us a lot of lies. There was going to be this, there was going to be this, and all of that not happened. And nobody takes as anything. But these are people who are supposed to live above board, to show, live on true morality, true truth, so that a nation can progress. What stops a president telling the country the truth? I can give you one instance. Our president was away out of this country for some months because he was sick. But our Minister of Information, Lai Mohammed, was telling us lies that the president was not sick. He continued was telling lies. Everyone when they asked me, say the president is well. He's not good. He's not. But when the president came, the president told Nigerians that I was sick. I have never had this kind of sickness before, and all that and all that. So who is deceiving who? People in government, in place of authority, should be able to tell the truth at all times and live above board, so that the other young men will borrow from them, and that will make a better country. And that's why when you go out and say Nigeria, elsewhere in the world, people look at you 10 times and start checking whether we are good money is really good money.
Okay, let us move ahead. The next item we are going to discuss now is the issue of minimum wage. Governors are saying that they are not part of the agreement signed between Labour and the federal government, that they cannot afford to pay 30,000 naira as the new minimum wage. Now, what is your take on this very issue?
The issue of minimum wage is not even only the governors. As the federal government really come clean of the negotiations that was they got with the Labour. To me, And
the federal government is saying, look, we are ready to pay 30,000 naira to federal civil servants.
Fine. Okay, if they are ready to pay, couldn't they have taken a cognizance of the states that there are a lot of states who could not even pay the 18,000 naira from the beginning of the negotiations? Those are the things you take into consideration when you are doing. Okay? Now, the state governors are saying they cannot be able to do that. So what do we do? Have we taken up a one chance bus? That's the problem. Have we gone into a one chance bus that all the political campaign promises about the level of 30,000, they just voted for them, and now look at where we are. Couldn't they, before they were saying about 10,000, I have taken cognizance that there are some states in this country that do not have the capacity of paying 18,000 naira. There are states that are producing, and there are states that only go to Abuja every weekend, every second week of the month to collect allocation and come back to their place to share and do things. While others are producing, and that's what we're talking about, restructure the country. When you restructure the country, the states or the regions will be able to produce at their pace what they could be able to upload. And that was what happened in the First Republic. It was Western region that started the effect of minimum wage. We heard about 5 shillings or something about. Later, Eastern Nigeria government talked about 7 shillings, 7 and 5, 6 pence, like that. So it is, if they restructure this country, we will come together. The people who can do at that pace will know how we can run this one for better effectiveness. You let the resources that are within you and pay some royalties to the federal government, the center. But today everybody goes cap in hand to Abuja to go and beg, give us this, give us that. And the man that sits down and decides whether who to give or whether he wants to give the people from his own area better ones and give this one less. So these are the problems we're having. We must sit down to restructure this country. That's the only way this country can get better. Failure to do that, we're only waiting for the time bomb because it must explode.
But some Nigerians are saying that state governors can afford to pay 30,000 naira if only they can cut the cost of governance. They are saying that it is very high in Nigeria.
State governors,
especially at the state level.
Most state governors cannot be able to pay. Let us not deceive ourselves. Let's talk about Yobe. What do they have? Let's talk about some of these KB states. What do they have? Some of them only come to collect money. They don't produce. Even when you look at the real states that are viable with resources and that they are utilizing it, it is more in the south. We know this. So let's leave these pretenses they do. You come into power, you don't be able to do anything. Why don't we sit down and say, this is our nation, let us build this nation where everybody benefits. And that's the only way. A restructured Nigeria where all of us come together and say, this is what we want. This is how we want to run our country for the benefit of everybody, irrespective of where you come from. Meritocracy should come into it. Not anybody, any person. You have to bring somebody you know that's not capable, is incompetent, has no capacity. You front him to be there so that you're making other people. That's the wrong thing to do.
Okay, are you saying that Labour did not do its homework very well? Taking into account that the states you mentioned like Yobe cannot afford to pay 30,000 naira.
I think Labour was carrying out with euphoria that we want to achieve something for the workers so that the workers will use that. They could have really sat down in their negotiations to recognize that most states were not paying 18,000. Let me give you one. Kogi State is going about 40 months. Our state is paying, other states are paying. So how do you reconcile that? I mean, when it was 18,000, and now you are talking 30,000. Now would they go and break down to bring it? So these are issues to be taken into consideration while you are negotiating. So saying if some states cannot pay, you come and pillage them and all that, it's just a waste of time because they will still not pay and there's nothing you are going to do. You break the place, the workers do not have a salary.
On the part of workers, they say that, look, we have declared war on governors. But do you think that the workers are on the right path? They should be aware that some state governors cannot afford to pay 30,000 naira. So why should they be on that very path?
You see, that's what I'm saying. That the level while going into negotiations over this thing, you are negotiating with the federal government. You should have also recognized that there are states that do not have the capability of paying this amount of money. That there is a former minimum wage of 18,000 naira. They were not fully able to pay them. So what are you getting 30,000 naira? Why would they get the money? That's the issue. So you could have taken that into cognizance, and even the federal government, while you are negotiating, could have told the states, what do you think you could pay? And they were able to have told you, within our context of my state, this is what we could afford. And they will work. So people will be able, if you are working there, and then it's not only the take-home pay that's most important.
Yes.
If we are talking about other welfare system, there are allowances and other welfare system, even the housing policy. Okay, we are going to pay you this. We are talking about we don't have houses. Okay, the state government is going to build houses where workers will be able to buy, and while they are working, they can be able to pay monthly, and in order to get a home for themselves. So these are things who could have been negotiated. So any governor who is not able to pay, you can't hold him responsible, because the resources cannot be able to afford it.
Okay, away from the minimum wage, the next issue now we are going to discuss is about the southeast geopolitical zone of Nigeria. That's talking about Ndibo. And we still have more than 3 years to the end of the current tenure of President Muhammadu Buhari, and campaign has already started. A Pan-Igbo group has named Umahi Soludo, Pat Utomi, former finance minister Okonjo-Iweala, as those that are capable and competent to succeed Buhari when his current tenure comes to an end in 2023. Do you think the Igbos are in a hurry?
The Pan-Igbo group that has given that names, is just giving up just a few ones they could. There are competent Igbos who can take over from Buhari. Peter Obi is one of them. You are one of them. I am one of them. There are a lot of competent Igbos that can run this country after Buhari has gone. So the issue is, let Nigerians recognize the role Igbos have played in the independence of this country, and realize that it is high time the Igbos, not sell out Igbos, I must make that known, not mercenary Igbos who have sold us, who have taken us to make money. We mean credible Igbo leaders, Igbos of distinction, Igbos that have merit. Even, okay, look at the last year election. If not that it's a very republic like this place, where people do certain things they do. Kenneth Kingsley Morgan, is he not an Igbo man? He's competent to be a president of Nigeria. He has what it takes. So there are a lot of Igbos that can be president of this country. But you know what happens in Nigeria? They want to find a man they will manipulate. That cabal that thinks they want to run Nigeria for their bear. They want to loot people that they can utilize. And the people that have been giving money all over the place, who are always apologists against the Igbo race. So the Igbos, if we can go out there, hand across the Niger, hand across the Benue, to discuss with other of our brothers in the body politic called Nigeria, that this is the time for us in 2023 for us to come. Tinubu should share away his ambition, because the Yorubas have ruled Nigeria. So it is now the turn of Igbo. The South have ruled. The North is ruling. So it should come to the Southeast. If they are sincere about running a country called Nigeria, but if they don't want to run a country called Nigeria, then let us live peacefully. Everybody to their own temple Israel peacefully.
And we don't pay for that.
We don't pay for that. But we need a country that all of us are brothers. Look, before the war, the Hausas here, when they are at ceremonies. We all go there and eat, drink, and they're happy. If we are doing Christmas, they come to our house. We all grow up here with a lot of them. You know why you see them? Most people, they marry the Igbos. The Igbos marry them. And we live happily. And there was no question. I can also remind you that before the war, the mayor of Enugu is an Hausa man, Major Umar Asin. Mayor Umar Asin. He is not an Igbo man, but he was the mayor of Enugu. In Port Harcourt, the first mayor was a Yoruba man. Before that happened to Zimiru and all that. So, so what happened? We had a country that belonged to all of us. So the issue of they should allow Igbos to become the president of Nigeria, and an Igbo man that will have a world view of what it takes. Not an Igbo man that will be manipulated by a cabal for their selfish advertisement. No, what an Igbo man that will realize that if you are setting up industry in Igbo land, you must set up an industry in Yoruba land. You will set up an industry in the north for the benefit of the citizens. Education should be free. The Northerners should go to school. The Igbo should go to school. The Yoruba should go to school. The Delta will go to school. As of today, I expected that our educational system, that the Nigerians would have been more. But you see what's happening in the north, the Almajiris. They are supposed to be in schools. That is why you see all the programs all over the place. Resources are gone. A few people carry the resources of the nation into their personal pockets and send their own children to overseas. And then allow the boys, the Almajiris, to stay and be saying, what kind of a society is that? We need a society where everybody benefits from education. Because an educated person is sincere. An educated person knows what is right and what is wrong.
Okay, still talking about this 2023. It is very obvious that with our population, the Igbos cannot produce a Nigerian president. So this pan-Igbo group that is championing this cause, what do you think they should do?
No, we have nothing to do than go out and talk to our brothers. They are all our brothers. We are all Nigerians. I don't believe in this nomenclature of Igbo, Hausa, this thing. They are all Nigerians. And that's why I believe in singing the old national anthem, that this Kokoma national anthem being brought by the military. That says, though tribe and tongue will differ, in brotherhood we stand. And the second standard is the truth and justice. And the last stanza of that nation that told us that a country where no man is oppressed, no Fulani man should be oppressed, no Hausa man should be oppressed, no Igbo man should be oppressed, no Yoruba, no Efik, no Igala, nobody should be oppressed. A nation where people get things by merit, and if you are sharing something, let everybody benefit from it. It's not a question of selling one-sided. So what am I saying? We should go out there, talk to our brethren. It is our time for us to be president of Nigeria. When we were fighting for independence, Zik and others, we went out and said, gentlemen, come, let us fight and stay out of the colonialism of the British. And that happened. So it's high time now that the Igbo man should be allowed to be there for the benefit of our nation called Nigeria. But if it is said that it's a closure that no Igbo man will ever be president of Nigeria, then they don't want us in this country. Then they should give us the opportunity to go peacefully.
Okay, at this point we are going to take a break, and when we come back we will continue with this interesting discussion, the media this week, and we're also going to open our telephone line so that the viewer can be part of this interesting program. Stay tuned.
not deface Abia State with posters. Do not defecate on our streets. Do not litter Abia State.
My brothers, I say wetin man go do for this world wey people no go talk. If you chop,
Do not urinate in public places.
you no chop, dem go talk. Wetin make you do for this world? I say make we go do the things wey we carry for heart. Na so one want am. Abi no be so?
Keep Abia State clean. This message is brought to you by MCL TV.
Welcome back. In case you're just joining us, this is Media This Week, and this is the first edition of the month of November. Before we went on that short break, we were discussing who will succeed President Buhari in 2023, and that's from the Southeast Geopolitical Zone. A pan-Igbo group has named some notable Igbo sons and daughters as those who are competent and qualified to take over from where President Buhari will stop in 2023. And that list contained the name of Ebonyi State Governor David Umahi, Professor Soludo Pat Utomi, and former Finance Minister Okonjo Iweala. There are many of them. And my guest this morning is saying that we have so many qualified Igbo sons and daughters who are capable of succeeding President Buhari in 2023. And also I told you that we are going to open our telephone line so that you can be part of this discussion. So right now you can call and make your contribution. Please, when you do that, we are appealing to you to be civil, and please turn down the volume of your TV set. That is the only way we are going to hear what you are going to say. Still talking about 2023. I asked you before we went on that short break what this Igbo Pan group should do. Now, still on that very issue, do you think that having a Nigerian president of Igbo extraction, that it will be achieved, it will come to pass in 2023, when you look at the political permutation as of now?
It is achievable. There is no impossibilities on the face of the earth. The Igbo, the Ohanese, they should go out there and meet their Afenifere, meet their Arewa, meet all the pandits, the middle belts full and all that, and say, look, we have paid our price in this nation. We have been part of the stability of this nation. Let us don't deceive ourselves. Without the Igbo race, there is no stability in this country called Nigeria. For once, I am proud to say it. So we are the only true Nigerians, if we are going to say it. We are the only people that can go to any part of the country and we sit down there, sleep, marry, and live there, build there, open up the space of the place and make it beautiful. So it is high time we are allowed to be the president of Nigeria. order to make sure that the country gets better, that all of us become one united Nigeria. I don't like a situation where there's disunity.
We have, excuse me, we have the first caller on the line. I think we should go ahead and take that call. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
It's not okay, it's a wrong number. Okay.
So we have the opportunity of becoming president of Nigeria.
Yes.
Well, Nigeria will be a better place if we are, because we will be able to make sure that every Nigerian realizes that we are one family. We don't want to have distractions of where you come from or where you don't come from. You are religion or no religion. I am a Christian. I am a Muslim. I'm a Buddhist. All religions are all God's religion. I can decide to choose anyone I could be, and that's my religion. That doesn't mean that the person that is a Christian does not know God, or that the person that is a Muslim does not know God, or that the person that is a Buddhist does not know God. No. All religions come from the Almighty. So, we are, in the first place, we are all children of the Most High.
Okay, we still have another call on the line. Hello, good morning. Hello. Okay, continue.
So, based on that, I don't see anything wrong in allowing an Igbo man to be the president of Nigeria. We have the capability, we have the capacity, we have the competence, we have the intellectual quotient, we have whatever it takes to be president of Nigeria. If you come on comparison analysis, there is no way you will say that we are underdogs in administration.
Excuse me. There's a caller on the line. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for joining us on the program.
My name is Emmett.
You are calling from which part of the town?
Yes, I need to get to some when I need to professional.
Okay.
What I need to contribute is our president of this. I really need Nigeria to indicate from down, and I think that is our time because if you look at what is happening in Nigeria, you know that the people of the people. What has been marginalized is after we kill our brothers and nothing was given to us up to today. We are still doing very and poorly the country. We don't become to be doing again. So we just need to stay with our plan and our deadline. It can be put it that way for us to meet this nation.
Okay.
Coming to that one of the consultants some of the things cannot be able to pay. I don't really think that should be the problem because our governors are living the way they so extravagantly. How can a governor pay some of the 2,000 and people that conducted and not if he what is going to be more than 10 to 15 very low? What for? Who is that? But the idea you can only see that. So these are the players that we need to not because they stay. A governor who cannot make it of very good. That person is not a governor. I can never visit the university to be a state governor. The governor lives around those vehicles. Because who does that say that all the commission and let them not to be able to pay the payment balance. So if they can, they should their cost of living. They want to pay. Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us. He is saying that most governors will be able to pay 30,000 naira if they can cut down on cost of governance. That as of now is very, very high. I think he made a point.
The cost of governance, yes. If you cut down the cost of governance, yes, we have some money.
And before you react to that, let us take this call. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Yeah, it's not only in the states. If you even in the federal listen, if we cut the cost of governance
At the federal level,
and allow it to trickle down to the states and allow it to trickle down to the local governments, we will have a boisterous amount of money. The question is not having the money. We have the money. Are you hearing me? But it is the utilization of the money. We said right now the president is asking for 60 billion naira, almost $60 billion United States Guinea for infrastructure. The issue is if we get it, is it utilized to make sure that those infrastructures are in place?
okay, we have a call on the line. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello.
I want to contribute to the
Okay, before you do that, can you tell us your name and where you are calling from, your location? Okay, go ahead. We are listening.
Nigerians should be told that these people are giving the whole opportunity to engage the president. There is a lot of station for the social government. People are believing because the organization has become so obvious that the other country has just been a part of Nigeria. So, when we talk about Nigerian people that do exercise, we should not be overwhelmed. It is a reasonable agenda that we will protect and return Nigeria. So don't take it to the way we have people who are over-qualified to manage this affair. So the rest you are mentioning, those that you have been on your field, or how you should do the we have eminent leaders that are capable of turning the country of Nigeria to be like that of China or USA. So we should not be relying on stability or political talks. Even if we don't get interested in working their time, we will support Nigerian policy. So let Nigerians understand that it is only evil to the tribal stand of Nigeria that has not run the social of this country. That is the reason why they are being education for social level. If you give me the notion of being a member of Nigeria, I don't think I should be Nigeria. But that is the real state of the So I think if people are working the way we are working, the group should be doing that what we are doing today is unbearable.
Okay, thank you.
If you want to go to the computer, and people are not happy. So within the initiative of the and the Nigerian is to go from real to reality. We are run by Ethiopia, what we have in Nigeria. So something should be done about it.
Okay, thank you very much for your wonderful contribution. Yeah, you had him still talking about the 2023 election and of course Atiku's presidential ambition. So I think we should move ahead to another issue, and that's the controversial Operation Positive Identification, which the military is insisting must go ahead. Why is it that Nigerians are not comfortable with this operation?
I think many of us are not comfortable. Most good Nigerians, myself personally, I'm not comfortable with it. And I'm not comfortable with it because I realize that we are not in a war situation, number one. Two, you cannot see it in America where American troops are on the road and are checking everybody with identification. I am a Nigerian citizen by birth. Most of them today who are answering Nigerians are not Nigerians by birth. They came in from the borderline of Chad and Nigeria and stream into Nigeria and become Nigerians. We know about that. So, but be it as it may, if you are talking about identification, we had an organization called NIMC, Nigerian Identity whatever. Since 2014, I was captured. They gave me a piece of paper called a slip that has a number and all that. Will I be putting it on my pocket and going everywhere until it gets rent beats me and it gets done and all that? They said they were going to give us identity card. Up to now, that is what happens in a country where it is not well managed. Up to since 2014 till now, I have not got an identity card. Why? Because the resources and the funds that were given to them have been either people they are working or some people just when they give them fund for jobs, they put it into their pocket and become millionaires and billionaires overnight. And then the main job they are supposed to do for the education of every citizenry are not there. In America, the social welfare system, everybody has his numbers. It's not true.
But the military is saying that, look, the target are members of the Boko Haram insurgency. So, what should Nigerians, people like you, want?
Who started of who? Boko Haram insurgency.
They are the target of this operation.
If we are talking about that, it is not the job of the military.
And before you go further, please let us take this call.
Go ahead.
Hello, good morning. Please turn down the volume of your TV set.
I'm calling from Kosovo.
Yes, turn down the volume of your TV set.
My name is Luke. I'm calling from Kosovo.
I say turn down the volume of your TV set.
I can't hear you well.
So, see, in every society of a civil democracy, it is the police that has the role of internal security. Yes or no? It is. The army is for outside aggression and all that. What is the synergy between the police and the army in this job? What is the synergy of immigration? The army and immigration are supposed to be at the borders to stop people who are coming in from this open borders we're talking about, that come into the country. People that are given these assignments, the relation of duty, they will not do them. Now, we're talking about Boko Haram. If I go on the road and anyone stops me and says, bring my identity card, so I will be going with a piece of paper everywhere I'm going. Where is the card? Where is the money? Millions of billions of naira that was given out to NIMC for them to print out ID cards, that people should have ID cards, and nobody has it. Now you meet somebody on the way that hasn't any ID card because they are not got it. So you now call him as a Boko Haram person. That is the question we are asking. It is irresponsible. It is not a good policy. The other day on channels, an American former American captain, an army, and again said that it is irresponsible for the government to do that. That you can never go to anywhere and see army on the street asking people. Before you know it, a lot of some of the army people who are not well trained, that lack discipline. As far as I'm concerned, the Nigerian army before the war was a Nigerian army that was disciplined, that has understand the rule of engagement on the engagement between the civil society. You will see, you were here once when the army people were on the road, catching people and scraping their heads at their purpose. So you don't do things that are not worth it. The civil authority should be given to the police, it's their job. The resources should be given to the police, equip them with the basic equipment, gadgets, communication gadgets, give them vehicles, give them this. There was intelligence group, the CID. Those days when things happen, the CID will go out and meet with the people and get all the facts you want to get. So what are the CIDs? What are the intelligence? These are questions we want to ask. So why are you bringing army and a man that was only trained to go and shoot people? A man was only trained to go and fight, to come and stay and be on the civil place as they are doing on everywhere. Immediately they are shouting on people, and before you know they drop one and shoot people.
But don't you think that this military operation will assist the army in the war against terror?
I against terror.
Yes.
Where did the terror start from? Why haven't they told us they technically defeated Boko Haram? So Boko Haram have left that place and come into the mainstream of the Nigerian populace. Is that what they are saying? So what has happened to the resources? A lot of money that was given to the army for their operations. The ammunition to be bought, the Tomahawk helicopters and all that America was supposed to go. Why is it that it's not here? And nobody's asking questions. Our people in the legislators are not asking questions. Please, if you jettison this policy, even though they have started it, my only word is that the civil society, civil groups should be able to be worried and watch what is going to happen. I hope there's no hidden agenda.
Are you saying that even though that it should be carried out, it should be in the northeast region of Nigeria where we have the Boko Haram insurgents?
That is where it's supposed to be really take effect. In reality, that's where it should take effect. Why is it that you are bringing no army all over the place? Is there any war in Nigeria? They are trained to fight war. They should stay at that area where we have their war with the Boko Haram. The civil society is supposed to be managed by the police. The problem is that here in Nigeria, we forget so soon. The police is meant for the civil authority of democracy anywhere in the world. The army can only come to help them for a time. But you find out today that in Nigeria, I think since we are running a military government, that even you see that the military are now subjugating the police, which is not supposed to be. The police is the only authority in the civil rule, not the army. And even you will recognize that the former Supreme Court talked about not even using the army for election matters, but in the last election that was manipulated and that they were used. So what are we talking about? They should stay up and face their national issues at the border and the Boko Haram, Sambisa Forest and all that. And the areas where they are doing. It's not here coming to bring army here to have skirmishes with the civilian populace.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Yusufu Substance AK. For the past 15 minutes, we have been discussing various issues that made news during this week. The first one is end of Atiku's presidential ambition, and the Supreme Court is saying that Atiku's appeal lacks merit, and it was thrown out by the justices of the Supreme Court. We also discussed the minimum wage issue. Workers are saying that they have declared war on state governors because the state governors are saying that they will not be able to pay 30,000 naira, the new minimum wage, and they are not part of the agreement reached between the federal government and Nigerian Labour Congress. We also discussed the 2023 presidential election. A Panibo group has listed names of people who are qualified to succeed President Buhari when his current tenure ends in 2023. In that list, you have Ebonyi State Governor David Umahi, Professor Chukwuma Soludo, Professor Patu Tony, Professor Konjo Iweala, and others. We also talked about Operation Positive Identification. The military is saying that the target is members of the Boko Haram insurgency. Is part of measures aimed at fighting the war against terror. That they are not here to manhandle Nigerians, and our prayer is that they will stick to that. And with that, we have come to the end of this week's edition of the media this week. I want to thank you, especially our callers who called and contributed to the issues we discussed on today's edition of the program. And more importantly, I want to thank my guest, Yusufu Eke. It's always a pleasure having you.
Thank you very much.
My name is Chinezia Ozems. I want to thank you for investing your time in watching today's edition. Join us next Friday on this very channel at the same time for another interesting package. Enjoy your weekend.